There are over 550 million firearms in worldwide circulation. That's one firearm for every 12 people on the planet. The only question is, how do we arm the other 11?
The principle of criminal law in every civilized society has this in common. Any person who sways another to commit murder is guilty.
Here are Ukrainian soldiers defending their country. Big weapons is a business. Sometimes it's hard to see the line between defending a country and making profit. Oftentimes, these weapon companies are just trying to make profit.
Any person who is an accessory to the crime is guilty.
They say evil prevails when good men fail to act. What they ought to say is, evil prevails.
Any person who furnishes the lethal weapon for the purpose of the crime is guilty.
What did he say?
What did he just say?
Any person who furnishes the lethal weapon for the purpose of the crime is guilty.
3/4 of global arms sales come from just 5 countries. Well, unsurprisingly, the country responsible for the largest number of sales also far outspends the rest of the world in defense. From 2011 to 2015, the U.S. comprised a full 1/3 of global arms exports.
The United States makes an awful lot of money on weapons and weapons of mass destruction.
For your consideration, the Jericho.
6 out of the top 8 largest defense industry companies in the world are based in the U.S., with the largest, Lockheed Martin, seeing roughly 80% of its sales from arms manufacturing and defense.
I'll be throwing one of these in with every purchase of 500 million or more. It's a piece.
Ordinary, even able and extraordinary men can delude themselves into the commission of crimes so vast and heinous that they beggar the imagination. No one who has sat through the trial can ever forget them.
Russia comes in as the second largest supplier of weapons, accounting for roughly 1/4 of global sales. Russia also has the second most powerful military in the world, and the Russian military itself has significantly increased weapons purchases from its own domestic arms manufacturers.
Evil weapons, they kill people. Just take a look at history. The planet is full of bloodshed. Weapon companies get the only victory. Weapons are sold to both sides. Anger, hate, murder, genocide. Because evil weapons, they kill people. Just take a look at history.
Great, looks like it's going to be an early Christmas.
Hey, way to go, my boy.
Russia and the US, which together make up more than half of the world's arms sales. France, Germany, and the UK are also frequently mentioned as massive arms producers, but they each only produce about 4.5% to 5.5% of the global market.
These weapon companies are culpable. They are guilty in their participation. And Harry Truman, after he dropped not 1 but 2 atomic bombs on a helpless Japan, on non-military targets, he commissions the war crimes trial of Nuremberg to find out why people could commit such horrendous acts.
Any person who furnishes the lethal weapon for the purpose of the crime is guilty.
None of these companies supplying the weapons face any culpability. They don't really go to trial. We really need to look at how much anger, hatred is promoted by these weapon companies. People need to be able to defend their country, but we also need some type of international jury, judge, trial system to be able to tell when big weapon companies are acting with profit.
Guns are designed to kill.